All right. Now the second part of this, what I was about to say is, niggas, ooh, what is greatness? Like, let me make sure I have my breath for this. Like, what is greatness? Because I personally think there should be like a universal, I don't know what the dictionary version is. I've looked it up. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I'm telling you right now, greatness in my eyes and how everybody should look at it, because we're talking about greatness. Off the essence, greatness comes from the word great. So being great at something. Ness. This is now making it continuous. He was pure darkness. He just can continue to keep doing the most evil things for a long time. Just pure darkness. Someone having tons of greatness would then be the greatest. Greatness, if you have lots of that, you'd be the greatest. And who has the most greatness ever in basketball history? LeBron James, okay? LeBron James has played 20 seasons in the NBA, the highest level of basketball, and has played at the highest level. This man, I think maybe only outside of his rookie year, and I could be wrong about that. Outside of his rookie year, this man has made all NBA every single one of those seasons. He has the most points scored. He's going to like literally end being top 10 in rebounds and assists. He probably already is. I just don't know where he is because I'm not that crazy of a fan. Probably steals in like top 30 in blocks or something. As soon as you win one ring, in my opinion, you've done what you did enough to prove your greatness. Getting knocked out of the first round, hella, I'm going to take that into consideration too. But if you got playoff runs and you have one ring, I'm going to immediately give it to you off the bat because no matter what nobody says, except for kind of now. Now is different. The NBA is crazy, but there's so many niggas for 50. But back then, you had way more power to be able to win a basketball game as an individual person. And that's why I think LeBron deserves more credit. The talent always gets better and better. I'm not saying those niggas in the past are, but don't get it twisted. But I hate when they try to make it seem like they could do what niggas do today. Athletically, yes, but were you guys putting in the reps and skills to take these shots at these? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Steph Curry would have literally had the league back then in shambles. And they be talking about all this. We would have been physical with him. Yes, absolutely. But he would have been a souped up version of Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller wasn't known for dribbling and all that. He was running around screens and popping that three. That's what Steph does the best. He can dribble and all that, ooh, but when Steph Curry is hot, what do they do immediately? They don't try to just, he can get super hot after shooting some threes and then he'll go crazy with the dribbles. But what happen? He'll have like 3 threes where he's just coming off of screens, coming off the pin down and whatnot, getting his jumper going. Then he'll just come off just be running. He won't even get a screen. He'll just be running, having this nigga tired. Then come up off a screen, coming to the top of the Stop it. Most of the NBA players back there doing all them drugs and cigars and gambling and drinking, not caring about their nutrition, would have been gassed out trying to guard Steph Curry. But then that's like such a hypothetical. That's why it's so stupid to do this, because it's such a hypothetical. Because then we would have to assume Steph Curry back then would have to be more like those niggas, so there would be more of a chance he was drinking and doing this, not taking care of his body or this and that, especially with the ankle injuries. Who knows what Steph Curry could have been in a more physical league. But that's just why it's all so subjective. It's way too subjective to be doing that. So we got to just take them for where they do and when they do it and how they did it. And this nigga LeBron's done it for 20 seasons. How is that not greatness to make him the greatest? I hate that we do this in this sport. Like, we need to start literally just saying, we think this is the best player ever, but this is the greatest. We have to give it to him. Who is the greatest running back ever? Some people try to say Barry Sanders, but it's not. It's Emmitt Smith. He has the most touchdowns, the most yards, and all that. He did it for a long time, being a great running back. Stop trying to, it's like, I love Barry Sanders. To me, the best running back ever is Adrian Peterson. Is he greater than Barry Sanders? I really wouldn't say so. I still wouldn't say he's greater than Barry Sanders. But he's better. For shit show. Actually, nah, he might be greater. Because don't he have an MVP? Barry Sanders don't got no damn MVP. Does he? Nah, he was never even on a good enough team to get no MVP. It's fucked up for my nigga Barry Sanders. So yeah, Adrian Peterson is greater. Never mind. Sorry. I would have disregarded what I said because I said greatness, awards, all that, and how long you did it. Ed AP did do it longer too. But it's like the best. I still think the best is Adrian Peterson. The greatest is Emmitt Smith. I still would say Barry's like the next best. Then Walter Payton. I would still choose a lot of niggas over Emmitt Smith. Just for like if you want him for one game, but that's just such a super scenario. That's why he's just greatness. He's won rings. He's contributed to winning rings. He was part of a dynasty where he was, come on, man. It is disrespectful. Some people would be like, I would have ran great behind that offensive line. But we love Le'Veon Bell so much. Bro, I'm a Steelers fan. That offensive line was not ass when Le'Veon Bell. The reason why he could be so patient is because these blocks were getting held up. A lot of running backs can't do what Le'Veon Bell does to back. Fucking Le'Veon Bell. Actually, that's the best running back ever. Bro, you had to watch him. Okay? Some of y'all probably didn't. Some of y'all too young, whatever. I'm telling you right now, if you're a running back who has a good offensive line, you got to watch the big screen, seeing all the players, how he ran. And you got to incorporate a little bit of it. Some of the running backs today, y'all just, the running back position is dying because I think niggas get to the league and because they don't get paid that much, they try to like rush too much. Like they don't want to be bad. And I get it because like they try to make it seem like running backs are so like you can get going, but bruh, if you incorporate that patience into your running, I'm telling you, because of him, I used to be like that. And I'm not hearing it. I was pretty cold whenever I did get the ball. Wasn't a lot, but when I got that bitch, I got me some, you know what I'm saying? I got me some 15-yarders, 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? 60-yard touchdown. I would get gone if I found that crease. But this isn't about me. That's the best running back ever, though. Because he could catch, he could do everything, he could block, bro. He was so good, bro. Probably Le'Veon Bell. The best running back ever. Then Adrian Peterson. Then Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Marshawn Lynch. Like, I think Marshawn Lynch is top 5 when you say the best. You had to watch him, bro. You watch Marshawn Lynch, you realize that he would, in any era, would have ran niggas over and been tough to tackle. This man would carry niggas. Carry. Okay? But I'm getting a little off topic. Greatness. That's why I'm using all these examples. Who's the greatest receiver ever? Jerry Rice. Do I think he's the best? No. The best is Calvin Johnson. Next is Antonio Brown. Next is Julio Jones. Next is Odell Beckham. Next is Steve Largent. That would literally have niggas cook. Next is Larry Fitzgerald. You know, like my list of best receivers would be different. It'd be different. Y'all would be like, whoa, compared to who I think is the greatest. Because you gotta respect who's out here putting up the stats, getting the awards, winning and all that. Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever? Yes. The best ever? No. Lamar Jackson. I don't care what nobody says. No one could tell me different. It's Lamar Jackson. Nobody could tell me different. That's the best quarterback I've ever watched with these eyes. And I've seen prime Aaron Rodgers. Prime Aaron Rodgers is second to Lamar Jackson. Think about what I'm saying right now. If I say Aaron Rodgers is the second best ever, and we seen how he threw that ball, what is so dynamic about Lamar Jackson that makes him better than Aaron Rodgers to me? And it's like, ooh, almost burned my fingers poking the damn wood. But Niggas try to be hella goofy and try to just disrespect Lamar. So crazy about like his throwing ability. This man's passer rating is right there with Aaron Rodgers. His decision making is amazing. Y'all are so stupid if you don't watch Lamar Jackson throw the football and realize that he makes so many of the right reads. That's what's so literally disrespected about his game. Like, he makes some of the best reads and makes great throws. Not good throws. Great throws, bro. Like, it's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Niggas keep saying that about niggas like Jalen Hurts, too. Like, Jalen Hurts, I wouldn't say his arm is as talented, but he makes great reads. And that's why he's out here winning Super Bowls. You think Tom Brady's arm was the best? No, he made great reads. That's why there's a difference between greatness and best and all that. It all goes together. Like, man. But it's to be separated when you're talking about each individual section. Both of them come together when you're just thinking about how that player was able to produce. So yeah, that all harks back on why I don't understand why niggas don't think LeBron is the greatest. Like, just give him greatness for his greatness, bruh. Give him greatness for his greatness. Like, come on, bro. It's that simple. Because really, the second greatest basketball player is Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar. That nigga in high school won 4 rings. Then he went to college, won rings. And then he went to the NBA and won rings and was the best every time. His greatness is crazy. LeBron's, I just think, is better because 8 straight finals, bro. That's greatness. Say what you want about the conference, oh Lord, but that was greatness. And sometimes people be trying to make it seem like this nigga legend of winning. This nigga legend of winning. I seen it in the video. He said, like, niggas like Paul George be confused because they thought they were gonna like beat the Spurs in the finals. Which I get what he was saying because they were a dynasty. But you never know, okay? I'm sorry. Everything is about matchups and all this. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You never know what could have happened if it did. But them niggas won, so you just gotta give it to them. We're not trying to think about all that. I'm just saying. Like, I think when niggas try to diminish the next 2 best teams in the East as teams that couldn't have won against the best team that came out of the West every time, I just feel like that's a little flaw. Because maybe if, like, the whole optics of now how basketball, where a lot of more teamwork wins, wouldn't those teams have more teamwork because they weren't just depending on LeBron and D-Wade? Come on. Because when you think about teams where they have like 2 Goliaths on their team, that usually be centered around those 2 guys. So that's usually kind of their demise too. And then they have to rely on the guys who don't even get that much offense called towards them. You get what I'm saying? That's why Curry's amazing, because he doesn't have to have so much offense called for him. That's why his teammates can always come in clutch for him, because they always is a part of the game. That's what makes Curry the best basketball player ever. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. And I really like LeBron's game. But Curry is probably the best player of all time. LeBron's the greatest, but the best ever. Like, Curry is just he's a game changer. Like, the way they were able to win a ring against that Celtics team, like, he just little puppied the Celtics. He just showed why, because of his skill set and what he brings to the team. Excuse me. If he can make it to the finals, his team has a chance. A very good chance. Like, you gotta think, this man lost the finals where to lose it, he had to lose a 3-1 lead. Like, That's how hard it was to beat Steph Curry in the finals, bro. That's because he is the best ever. Simple, but not the greatest. Not the greatest. Can't do that. Greatest point guard ever, though, for sure. Like, shout out to Magic Johnson, but like I said, it's not about, you know. I do think Magic Johnson is the best point guard ever, even though I think Steph Curry is the best player ever. Because when you're talking about basketball now, especially, if any all-time lineup will play basketball, how basketball is kind of like played today, it would be the most efficient thing and all that. And we get the most buckets, too. So, like, bruh, that's why these players are better. It's just all about if they'll be greater, if they'll put the work in. That's why that nigga Anthony Edwards is on his way. Anthony Edwards is going to be a player that literally is shooting that big. Like, people don't understand. This man made the most threes this season, shooting 40%. Like, Curry used to do that shooting on like 42, 43%, crazy number, whatever, in his MVP year. That's what this nigga Ant did. He shot 40% from three, making the most threes this year. And he will literally levitate above the rim and throw you in it. He's going to have the potential to be the greatest player ever. Just off of pure offensive firepower. He's John Morant, but taller and stronger, plays better defense, and with a strap. Like, I like his game a lot. He can't be the best yet because he needs to do it for at least like 10 years. But if he can do it for 10 years and get him a ring, I'll probably put him as the best. It'll be that quick that the next best NBA player ever then hit the league. They are getting better. The NBA players are getting so wicked. It's like receivers for football right now. Receivers for football are getting so wicked. For DBs, it's on the way because of Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, I want him to succeed so bad because I want him to bring back the art of playing DB and not being so scared. DBs today play so scared. Like, I feel like so many of them are so scared to play the ball. So many of them are scared in their technique. They're scared in the fact that they don't watch film or something, where they do not make plays that would get DBs more money. DBs need to be paid the third highest position. Because I would consider all linemen second. Offensive and defensive. If you're nasty on the line, you're right after the quarterback when it comes to getting paid. But DBs is next. I don't care what you say about no receivers. And I hate that receivers get so much more clout than they deserve nowadays. It's like, niggas really trying to make it seem like you need elite receivers. No. There's plenty of teams. Football is a team game. There's plenty of teams that ain't got some of the best receivers and still make it to the playoffs. It's run game, nigga. It's run game and defense. It's always like that, literally. And that's why it's so annoying. That's why these niggas are just doing it because it's for tickets and whatnot. Like, it sounds exciting because it's 7-on-7 and whatnot. But when you watch the game, bro, football in the playoffs is one in the run game. Quarterbacks be throwing for like 200 yards a game. They don't be going for like 3, 4, unless the team is butt. But there's good defense. So the quarterback just has to make good reads and get a big play when he gets one. It's the run game. It's the trenches. Like, I don't understand. Like, because you know why? Because DBs in the playoffs on a good defense are so nasty these days. But they just need to play super fearless on the ball. And what I mean by that is prime Josh Norman. Prime Josh Norman. He played DB how I played it and how I hated how other DBs didn't play. I just wasn't that good because I wasn't really good in man coverage and I wasn't that good in zone. Just anytime I could and I was close to making the play, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I tried. Like, die for the ball. But I understand sometimes it is like be secure and get that tackle and whatnot. I'm not the professional. I didn't even make it to no college level, but Josh Norman, man, he would, bro. That nigga would not just sit there and be like bailing a little bit. If he was close enough, he's tracking the ball, have some ball skills, and just go get it. Like, what are we? Some plays you just be looking like the DB really could have maybe made a play on the ball, but he just like didn't propel himself forward. Everybody can get that final little burst. It's not even about being super explosive. It's just about timing it. Be running, and then right as you see it, just give it a stronger step to lunge forward. Get your hand out. Make a play. Try to. There's some DBs like that, like Derek Stingley's like that. But Travis Hunter's going to take it to the next level. His ball skills are so crazy. And that's the key, too. More you DBs, get the ball skills. Hit the jug machine. Stop just practicing on, like, I feel like a DB can be, bro, you can be like Trayvon Diggs. And you'll be able to make it into the league and play 3 years and probably get X'd out because your man coverage and whatever is trash. Just be having good hands. Not that I think Trayvon Diggs ain't going to be in the league. I'm like, bro. Like, he's kind of overhyped, but he's not really, like, I wouldn't say I would really want him on my team because I'm not trading the fact that he could give up 145 yards but get 2 picks. That 145 yards could probably lead to 2 touchdowns. You know, in theory, that's what you would think. He went down the whole field and an extra 45. To think he didn't score a touchdown or 2, it's kind of hard to believe. And he could give him even more yards than that. He's susceptible to that. And because if you try to jump shit, sometimes he's susceptible to fucking up. Because his hand's so good, it doesn't matter to teams. They're always going to think that. Just having him and just hoping that you can put him in the right position to catch the ball. Because on defense, so many niggas can't. Defensive players could get paid so much more if they just, bro, on the summer, get stronger and catch the ball. And catch the ball. Just catch the ball. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's why all the best defenders are ones who can't. Fred Warner be picking shit. I remember Ryan Shazier. Ryan Shazier had like 3-4 more years where he would have been like a top 5 best linebacker ever. The best ever is Luke Kuechly. Don't never get it twisted. The greatest though is, I guess it's Ray. Yeah, especially because of longevity and shit. It's Ray. It's Ray Lewis. Or one of those Bear linebackers. Yeah. But the best ever is Luke Kuechly. Dog. Demon. The greatest safety ever is Troy Polamalu. Can't tell me otherwise. Can't tell me you wouldn't want a player that just worked so hard on his craft, got so much instinct, and worked on the snap count that he didn't jump snap counts. He didn't jump in between the line of scrimmage and sack the quarterback at the goal line. Like, dude, you don't want that on your team. If you had to choose the first safety, like, shout out to Ed Reed, but, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, when you have somebody like Troy Polamalu, you don't have to for sure have a good-ass secondary, D-line, and linebackers, because he can fill for all of them. Like, Troy could have played linebacker if he wanted to, as an undersized linebacker. He would have figured something out. Ed Reed wasn't one of those, you know. That's why second low-key might even be Cam Chancellor, too. If he could have played longer, his greatness would have been crazy, but he was... When he was in the league, I thought he was the best. I didn't think it was Earl Thomas. Even though niggas think that, I don't think it's Earl Thomas. I think that Cam Chancellor was the most ultimate Swiss Army knife as a safety that I've ever seen. We're talking about, bro, Cam Chancellor, I saw with my own eyes put down a defensive end as a safety. He put him down. I've seen times where teams with the tight end that's like 275 to be more of a blocking tight end, he would just destroy them. I mean, destroy the nigga. That nigga come around the edge and he about to get that little peel block. That nigga put his shoulder and stand straight up and then make the tackle. He looked freakish out there. He was literally like 6'5" or something. Maybe he was like really like 6'4", 3", but it looked like he was 6'5", and he was just this fucking dark ass nigga with the black visor just hitting. And he just had the wrist braces. He didn't have all the extra. He just had wrist braces. I don't even think he really rocked the wrist braces. I swear he would just have the gloves and just would pop out with the guns, nigga. That nigga was jacked to the T. That nigga's biceps. He had the Brian Dawkins effect, but he had way better cover skills. That nigga can catch the ball. That nigga can catch the ball. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just never really, because he didn't have much speed. I feel like he couldn't jump many balls, but he had good ball skills. When it came to batting and everything, that niggas was asleep over here. That nigga saw he was with Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas. He was like, I'm not about to be the nigga out here whose ball skills was bad. To me, that nigga Byron Maxwell's ball skills was worse than Kim Chancellor. Byron Maxwell's ball skills was bad. Byron Maxwell was so overrated. I remember when Seattle fans really thought he was that guy. I was like, no, bro, he's just with the Legion of Boom, and they are carrying the way. He decent though. I'm not gonna say it. I said boo, but he was boo. Like in terms of football, he's probably better than me, but in terms of NFL players, he boo. Like, I'm sorry, come on, bro. Byron Maxwell. I seen too many plays where I was like, that's not my type of DB. If I could choose to have him on the team, I wouldn't. But he worked well with the Legion of Boom, and he was the Legion of Boom, and he was smart. He was a smart DB. He was definitely a smart DB though. He was alongside Richard Sherman. Sherman was definitely gonna make sure that nigga was out there at least a little on point. But what? I definitely seen games where niggas target Byron Maxwell. Like, hey, we're Byron Max. You would get hunted some games. You get hunted, I feel like you're immediately X'd out of not being considered boo. Because getting hunted is crazy. Crazy. We're like, they're trying to go like 3 possessions dead your way. Knowing that it's you guarding out there, especially if it's man. That's the toughest one too. When you see a DB who, when a team goes to man and they see that you're a man, they know, just go to him. He is that boo. It's tough when you see a DB get benched because that's happening to them. Like when the Patriots had to bench that nigga in the Super Bowl, I forgot who it was. He was getting torched by that tall nigga for just no reason. He was just getting big body Miyagi. He was playing good technique and everything, but the nigga was just making crazy catches. Cause man, someone would get in there and get physical with this nigga. Like, even though they're not really saying that, but they're saying that you weren't getting physical enough, and then he got X'd out. Great coaching. I'm just ending on that note. Because that was just me not rambling about ball, but I hope y'all take very important note of what I was saying about greatness and why I think that's why. But whenever we say something that's greatness, like we can all agree Caitlin Clark is the best basketball player of all time. But for her to be the greatest, it's going to take some time. You get what I'm saying? I think we got to be able to distinguish the difference between those two statements. Just how like so many people think Tracy McGrady and Malik Beasley are like some of the best, but they weren't able to showcase that ability for very long times. So they're not the greatest. So if you showcase that for the longest time, you're the greatest. We're literally able to associate that with people who we think deserve more greatness, but then when it comes to the people who are the greatest, we try to somehow transform it now all of a sudden. No, it's supposed to be you being that guy type shit and higher levels of that guy, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got that guy, that boy, Himothy, legend and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer. And how long you sustain that. And LeBron, when it comes to being that guy, he's been literally the highest of that. And then he's done it for 20 seasons, bruh. Let's get it together. 20 plus seasons at this point. Dude didn't play with his son. And the whole time he's really trying to play with his other son, too. I'm not hearing it. I think he's just trying to work it out to the very end to be able to play with both his sons right off into the sunset. And that's going to be some GOAT shit in the simplicity of life. Like, that's the one thing, too. Like, when it comes to life, LeBron's one of them GOATs. He done lived the life now where Like what? Like when he says things where niggas are like, MJ would have never said that. Well, MJ was fighting demons. I don't think MJ is a very I think MJ definitely deals with a lot of depression. You know what I'm saying? I hate to try to assume something like that about a person, but a gambling addiction. He quit his whole job pretty much because of his dad dying. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it obviously, that showed the pain. He literally quit playing basketball, what he loved, his best job, to go play in a different job and something he was not familiar with at all, just because his dad liked it. That's depression. You're doing it, like, and then he wasn't that good, too. You don't think that might fuck with that nigga? He wasn't that good, too. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. I'm just thinking, like, that's why he probably don't talk like that. That nigga could be dealing with hella. He just tries to keep it simple and, you know, make his money. Be drinking and smoking cigars and gambling. Those, I know niggas in pain because I know when I was, like, just drinking and smoking and, like, don't get it twisted, I still drink and smoke, but, like, it's in such a different moderation now, not in such the excess. The excess is where you start understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much he smokes and drinks, but, like, come on, bro. Some of this shit is documented, and we've seen pictures of him. He's older now, so it could be way different. And it's just like, now he's older, so why would he be out here like, I'm the greatest? He ain't no, like, what? He's a grown man. He's not like these old, other bitter basketball players. He ain't always trying to be talking about these niggas. And you know, it's probably got a lot to do with his brain, too. It could be the part of these niggas' brain, too. That's why I hate when these old niggas, they get into these conversations. Like Shaq, oh my goodness. Shaq is one of the worst niggas. He's one of them niggas that's just like stuck in the past while living in the future. And like, I don't know. Like, he just, like, the way he talks about things, I just be like, bro. Like, his problem is he just keep doing it for the money so much. It's like, damn, he already got so much money, bro. And I hate to be in a nigga's pockets, but it's like, bro, Shaq got money, nigga. I like watching Shaq shows when he's talking about businesses and how he be doing this and he be DJing this, that. He get money and commercials, woo, wah, woo. I would definitely take notes and would be definitely down for him to be a mentor, though. I mean, I gotta agree with everything the niggas say. And just too much, I'm just like, bro, why does it seem like everything has to be for clicks? Because I don't know, I know he can't feel the way he talks about so many things, like, genuinely. He just knows it sounds good. It's like, why you gotta take that route? You already make so much money. People gonna listen to you no matter what. You're Shaq. You're Shaq. You're Shaq. But I'm gonna log out on this one because it's 33 minutes now. So yeah, I'm gonna get out.